Now, Australia has come under fire over its coal policies at a major summit of small Pacific Island nations most vulnerable to climate change. The tiny nation of Tuvalu is hosting this meeting, which is dominated by what they call the climate emergency. Talks got off to a rather bumpy start, with Pacific leaders singling out Australia and its energy policies. Now, New Zealand's Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern has weighed in.
Like our Pacific Island neighbours, we will continue that international call. We will continue to say that New Zealand will do its bit, and we have an expectation that everyone else will as well. We have to. New Zealand, relative to other nations, has a relatively small emissions profile. However, if we all took the perspective that if you're small it doesn't matter, we wouldn't see change. Every single little bit matters, and so that is why New Zealand has joined that international call. It is why we speak, I believe, strongly on the international stage around these issues, but ultimately we all have to take responsibility ourselves. My reference was to the fact that Australia has to answer to the Pacific. That is a matter for them.
Now, on Tuesday, smaller island nations at the forum issued a declaration calling for an immediate global ban on the construction of new coal-fired power plants and coal mines to rapidly phase out the use of coal in the power sector. But Australia has called coal a red line issue, saying that it won't be changing its policies. The Prime Minister, Scott Morrison, arrived in Tuvalu on Wednesday, and he was greeted by this scene. He met children sitting submerged in water in a moat around a model of the island. They were singing "Save Tuvalu, Save the World." Mr. Morrison has promised to be a champion of environmental issues. On Monday, he announced $500 million over the next 5 years to tackle climate change in the region. But some leaders are saying that while the aid is welcome, it does not let Australia off the hook. Here's Tuvalu's Prime Minister speaking to ABC Australia.
Well, the situation is dire, it is urgent, and we have been saying this for so many years. And now things are really getting bad. My message to the leaders that we must act urgently and use the forum here in Tuvalu to make decisive decisions and actions.
Now, Australia's coal and gas accounts for around 85% of its electricity generation. Last year, the UN warned the country was unlikely to meet its 2030 carbon emissions target, which was agreed under the Paris Climate Accord. Scott Morrison has been a long-time supporter of the coal industry. Here he is taking a lump of coal into Parliament back in 2017.
This is coal. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared.
The Treasurer knows the rule on crops.
It's coal.